Hello. This presentation is about the Deep London Network meeting that took place on Tuesday, the 25th of February 2014. We met at the offices of Joseph Rowntree Foundation in Vauxhall, which is quite close to the MI6 building on the Albert Embankment. Joseph Rowntree Foundation were interested to know how dementia-friendly you thought their office was, and what you said was that the office has a nice atmosphere, but it does need permanent signs directing to the toilets and to the lift. You'd said that you'd prefer armchairs rather than high stools in the eating area, and labels on the floor numbers in the lift saying which organisation is on which floor. So this is Philly Hare from the Joseph Rowntree Foundation, and she welcomed everyone to the meeting, and she said how important events like this are so that people with dementia can meet with other people with dementia, can work together and combine their views and voices. This is Rachel Litherland from Innovations in Dementia, and she talks some more about DEEP. She explained that DEEP stands for the Dementia Engagement and Empowerment Project. It connects up groups of people with dementia across the UK, and groups that are part of the network work in their local area to change perceptions about dementia. And by combining the voices of people with dementia right across the UK, people can have more influence. Groups are all kinds of different shapes and sizes, but what they have in common is that they want to improve the world for people with dementia. Now, at this meeting, groups came from all over London. We had a group from Age UK, Kensington and Chelsea. We had a group from the Healthy Living Club in Stockwell, the Hope and Doodle groups from Mindcare in Lewisham, a new group from Camden, and also some dementia peer support workers from Kensington and Chelsea and from Westminster. So the Kensington and Chelsea Age UK group, in this group, people with dementia are supported by Age UK workers, and they're supported to do the things they enjoy doing. And they said they would really like to set up a DEEP group. The Healthy Living Club in Stockwell is a social club for older people and people with dementia, from a mixture of ethnic backgrounds and a mixture of ages. It was originally a service which unfortunately lost its funding, so members decided to carry on meeting as an independent group, where club members make decisions about the club and a person with dementia sits on the committee. Now, the Camden group received a DEEP involvement grant to set up a new group, and this group will be about people with dementia influencing services in Camden. The group does need to attract new members, and when there are more members, they will decide on the name of the group. In the Hope and Doodle group in Lewisham, this is a peer support advocacy groups where members learn from each other. Some of them raise awareness about dementia in the area, giving public presentations. Sometimes they have visiting speakers, and they are working with SLAM to deliver a recovery college for newly diagnosed people with dementia. The dementia peer support workers from Kensington, Chelsea and Westminster, this is where people with dementia themselves are working in a paid role with the memory service, and they help to deliver peer support groups and raise awareness about living with dementia. They also provide information to local shops and businesses about being dementia friendly, and they run consultations with other people with dementia. Things that you said are important include opportunities to link with other groups, knowing about the work that other groups are doing, opportunities to have your views heard, and being able to get a group set up without professionals taking over. For example, knowing about how to apply for a DEEP grant. Then we talked about the idea of a dementia-friendly London, and we talked about what could make London a good place to live with dementia. We asked you what you thought dementia-friendly meant. Now, there's a lot of work going on around creating dementia-friendly communities at the moment, all around the UK and in other countries. A dementia-friendly community means a place where you can find your way around and feel safe, where you can use local facilities like banks, shops, cafes, cinemas, post offices, health and social care services, where you can keep your social networks, your friendships, your local clubs and groups, and where other people know about dementia and can give you support if you need it. Here are a few things that you thought about London in terms of being dementia friendly. We talked about the huge diversity of people, about having helpful staff in shops, about the Royal Albert Hall, about taking the tram, gardens, shopping, especially in the West End, about going to church, about live music, about theatres. Here are some things that you said you found difficult in London, and these included using trains and the underground, shopping. Some of you said the attitudes of the general public were not helpful. Similarly, unhelpful people in shops. You talked about your family not understanding and worrying about the risks involved. You also talked about feeling unwanted. Here are some things that you said could be done to make London dementia friendly. So an alphabetised notebook of reminder notes for directions and reminders for things to do. Improving attitudes and awareness about dementia. Community spirit and better educated professionals. More signposts. Education and information for school children. Better transport and mobility access. And police escorting or patrolling in the evenings to make neighbourhoods feel more safe for people with dementia. And crucially, neighbours keeping an eye on each other. We were then joined by people who work for other organisations in London. Now, these included Eileen, who's a chief nurse at Guy's and St Thomas Hospital and clinical director for London, working to understand awareness of dementia in health settings. Paul is from the Metropolitan Police Adult Safeguarding Team, looking at ways to help police officers understand more about dementia. Sian is from Health Education England, where they train thousands of healthcare professionals about dementia. And Katie is from the Strategic Clinical Network for London, where they're working to improve attitudes and understanding of dementia in health settings. More things you said are important. You talked about sharing learning resources, like the film of Barbara's story, around health, social care and community groups to raise awareness. Some people liked the idea of a standard identification for people with dementia. So it is important that people with dementia help to shape what a dementia-friendly London looks like. He also said that, some tricky issues like the issue of identification for people with dementia should be debated. And the groups would be very happy to have other opportunities to influence the development of a dementia-friendly London. And then the meeting came to an end. Please keep in touch with your views and your opinions, and we hope to see you all again soon.